What up? What up? I'm on some I'm on some interesting wavelengths right now, to say the least. I'm definitely in a mindset of uh goal oriented. Not only goal oriented, but also yeah, I have this crazy urge to complete my goals in this insane way that I can't even describe to you guys right now. And this stream is going to do it. I'm going to kind of work hard on this stream to kind of get to 2,000 subscribers because I'm not going to lie, guys, I did some self-analyzation a little bit. And what had happened was I realized that I was doing so well with my subscribers. And yes, I did want to focus a lot more on content and stuff, but I feel like I lost a little bit of my fire when it comes to streaming and just getting a bunch of people on here. Like before, we were getting a lot of people on the streams, and uh, I'm just I wanna I just wanna basically um just win. Just win. Like I just want to complete all my goals and win as much as possible. I got some fire. Just y'all need to understand, like I'm constantly cooking up different situations and scenarios in my head to make me more motivated. So like when I do these like self-analyzation situations, I'm constantly thinking of reasons why I need to get better, why things aren't working, you know. Like it's very, very important. I miss the serial yapping. Yeah, me too, bro. I'll do some. There'll definitely be some serial yapping. Um, not 2% strength. Wow. Some sometimes I say things and y'all remember them forever. Keep that stat, by the way. It's a true stat. Look it up. But yeah, we love all the yapping, but the serial yapping's the best. Thank you. Yeah, no. Nah, but it seems like we finally have like an ecosystem of people that can kind of watch us or watch like the streams just overall, and then kind of just add on people through there. But I mean, as you guys can see, we literally just had 4 or 5 people come in that are already loyal viewers. They either have notifications on or they just, constantly get me in their For You page. Either way, though, it's good stuff because at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. How you doing, though, Jacob? Doing good. How was your day? It was good. Just got to keep going. I missed an assignment, and it really bothered me. You guys want to know what's stupid about school in my life? I was doing this assignment and literally emailed the professor because I usually like to only victimize myself for one thing, and that's college because I'm not going to use my degree anyway. So they actually victimizing yourself in college could actually work. It'll never work in the real world, but it will work in college. So I emailed her like, "Yo, I've been missing this thing," because she makes her stupid assignments at 7 p.m. instead of 12 p.m. like normal professors. And so I miss it. I keep on missing it. I keep on missing that 7 p.m. deadline, and she takes like 30% off if it's like 1 minute late. So it's really been an interesting situation. Like I thought I was going to destroy all my summer classes, and by definition, I really should have. But this one situation of teacher really, really messed me up. So yeah, that was kind of annoying that happened today. I think it's funny. It's true. It's very, very true. I'll keep saying it. Y'all like the live? Oh, yeah. You earn a sub. Oh, thank you. It's 12 a.m. here. What are you in college for? I'm in college for business and communication. I'm in college for the experience, Like I said, a lot of self-analyzation this past over the summer, really a lot. And what I've realized is this is my last year of college, and I'm going to make the best of it, do as many college experiences as possible, And the whole point of the summer is to try to navigate my business. So it's working really well. So when I do get back into the semester in college, I could focus on having a college experience while also working. You know what I mean? And my classes, I'm going to make them, easier so I can focus on my business a lot more. Okay. You made them like them live. You got to get like 13 girls at once. No, we're not. The whole thing is, my whole thing about these lives, and some people do get a little mistaken. I am purely doing these lives to motivate. You know what I mean? Like, I am purely here to motivate and to inspire. So the whole point of when you watch me is that after you watch me, you don't just put your phone away and go on with your life as it was. You actually use the advice, or at least something about the advice, and try to work to get better. You know what I mean? Try to work at your goals, try to start lifting weights, whatever that is. Like, the whole point of watching me is to get better at life. You know what I mean? How come you didn't ban me? Like I said, I only ban someone if they say something like they spam or they say something completely off topic. Like, I'm not going to ban someone if they're going to roast me. Like, I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, it's fuel. It's literally giving me free fuel for no reason. So, it's like, it's a whole different vibe. Or girl yapping too, like, dang. Yeah, all the yapping. How to stop suicide even though you tried it. You tried to do it once. Here's how you stop it, man. You gotta look deep into what your life is and actually, change it. Because the truth is, the reason you probably feel that way, or whoever does, there's something in your lifestyle that is not making you happy. So it could be scrolling all day. It could be not in the right job. It could be, a bad relationship. But you need to find it and you need to change it, okay? And a lot of people know what to do. They just won't do it, okay? They're too lazy or too labeled as depressed. But the truth is, you labeled as this, dictator over your brain, you're never going to beat it. But if you label depression as like more of a war in your brain, but a war you're going to win, it's way easier to win because you actually look at it like, I'm going to fight this thing. Like, that's the bad, I'm the good, You have to look in those terms. A lot of people like to take their primal tribe tendencies and put it to a political party instead of putting it to like their actual depression, anxiety. Like, imagine if all the people that put their emotions into like their specific political party put all of those passion emotions into lifting weights, eating healthier, and combating depression and anxiety through a better lifestyle and a healthier lifestyle. Imagine how much better off they would be. But people don't like to go that deep. And I know a lot of people feel called out when they hear that, and to the point where they probably get bothered and are like, no, he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's a defense mechanism, just so you know. Politics aren't as important as you think. I remember the first sub of mine. It was my friend from only 5 subscribers ago to 11K now. My next goal is 15K. Do you promote vids about? Wait, what? 15K? What are you talking about, bro? 15K, bro. You have 11,000 subscribers. What are you doing, bro? What is even happening? Why do you have so many subscribers, bro? What's going on? Why are you here? What is even? What? I do promote vids. How about you? I don't promote my vids. I should. I'm starstruck. You have that many subscribers, bro. You're destroying me. You have 6 times the amount of subscribers I have, bro. What is even going on? Can brother get a one-on-one? Like I said, anyone that wants a one-on-one, you got to go through my Instagram and look through the Calendly, or send me a one-on-one like text so that I can send you the Calendly link, and then you answer questions through there. And like I said, if you have money willing to invest into your body, then yeah, and it'll ask you those on the questionnaire. You know what I mean? Like, anyone's willing to do it. Like obviously you have to be like at least. You have to at least have some sort of stable income. So I'm not going to put a specific age. You just have to have some sort of stable income, whether it's a job or some sort of income that you're making online, money online, whatever it is. Some sort of, I would need to know that. How to stop suicide even in turn 1. Yeah, like I said before. Battle in your brain, not a dictator. I feel really depressed. What do I do? Like I said, you feel really depressed. You feel really depressed. Do you even know what depression is? Do you know what depression is? Seriously, what is depression? Do you know what it is? Because a lot of people like to tell me they know what it is, and the funny thing is I've heard 10 different description of it from all the same people that say they have it. And the funniest thing is they try to defend it so much and act like it's a thing. Like, why are you defending this thing that's trying to kill you? Why would you not actually try to combat it like it's a war? Why are you trying to say, no, 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 it's real. It's real. Why don't you say, like, maybe it's not real? Maybe I'm just tricking myself, and maybe I should actually combat this idea and propaganda that these people are trying to throw on me. Yeah, I mean, what up? A girl once told me her secret. I said, what is it? She said, put my pants and I almost slipped. Just telling you all a joke to make you feel better. Hi, what up? I only have 4 subscribers. Hey, what up, what up? Remember how I met you? I promoted 1K. Oh, you promoted it. I don't even... So you can, like... Okay, well, I guess that makes sense, yeah. If you promote, like... So you paid for subscribers. Okay. I mean, whatever works, bro. At the end of the day, like, if you got good content, I don't know, whatever works. Yes, my girl broke up with me, bro. Good. Work harder. Lift weights. Eat healthy food. Become the best version of yourself. Don't allow the weakness to take you over, because at the end of the day, you can win that situation and make the best of it and make it even better. That's the thing, because you can use it as motivation. But being a YouTuber is hard sometimes. I don't even know what to upload, so I don't upload vids sometimes, and I feel lonely. Bro, I mean, the issue is, I don't know how many subscribers you got that was, like, real and genuine and not paid for. So part of the reason is because you didn't actually develop a good, like, a fan base of people that are, like, real, because so that now all the people that watch you they don't really resonate with your content. So that's what I'm saying. I prefer the YouTuber that had 1,000 subscribers, of 1,000 subscribers of people that actually liked his stuff, watched his content consistently, than 100K subscribers, a bunch of brain rot clips that just happen because they don't really know you in person. So I would say start just focusing on just making better videos and like more content oriented, and trying to actually gain like a fan base, so then you actually have people supporting you. Because if you have 11,000 subscribers but no one's commenting, hey man, I really like your stuff, like you're just getting all these, it feels like bots, it feels fake, so that's probably why you feel lonely, because it doesn't feel real. Remember, Destroy Lonely, yeah, $5.60 a month, bro. That's fire, bro. Absolutely awesome, dude. Great stuff. I have not made any money from YouTube yet. How much do you have to pay to promote someone? When my girl cheated me, I guess. Yeah, bad. Back to my bad. And can now lift like 430. Throwing out these crazy numbers again. Lesbian. Was fool. What up? Was good. Was good. Where you live? I live in Arizona. Oh, on King David, pull up. Oh no, that is. Damn, bro, 430 is crazy. The funny thing is, he just said 430. Didn't say like deadlift, squat, or bench. Just said, now I'm out here doing 430, guys. Like, I don't even know what it is, but like, it's a weight, It's like, check my picture. Destroy Lonely, and you don't promote people. Wait, you don't promote people, and you promote videos, but you need to be monetized and have AdSense account. Yeah, you do need to be monetized. My homie's on BD. You kind of look like Felix from we from Chicago. I'd actually slide with the BD. I don't even know what we're talking about. Deadlift, nice. I'm from Westgar. Oh, there's. I hate these flies. I'm getting so much more flies because of the summer. Can we do cereal talk? Like I said, the only way that cereal talk is going to happen is if someone tries to genuinely say, like, cereal's not bad for you. And not like in a, haha, cereal's not bad for you in a way. In, like, a way that's like, what do you mean? Like, I eat cereal, and I'm, like, someone that's genuinely thinks it's good for you. Like, I want to change their mind. You know what I mean? From Philippines? Oh, yeah. What cereal did you eat today? None. But that's gonna be a funny question. Like, if I continuously get like that question in my chats, like, Like, I saw you eating cereal today, bro. We know you're capping. We know you got this weird thing with cereal, man. And we know you at 12 o'clock. You go into the closet and you have a thing stashed of fruity cereal, and you just eat all of it, like a bunch of like sugary cereals. You just stack them all at once. Get a big bowl of milk and just do it. That's why I talk about it so much. I'm sharing secrets. Have you guys? What was like a cereal monster? No, Cookie Monster. But cereal monster sounds like something. I don't know. I feel like I've heard that before. Uh, Cereal's not bad for you in that way. That what do you mean? Still hot here in Arizona. Yeah, it is. Fruity Pebbles. Good for you for breakfast. No, they're not. They're probably one of the worst things that you could possibly put in your body. Not only are you putting sugary BS in your body, sugary wheat, but you're also putting like food dyes, like every single food dye. It's literally one of the worst ways to start your day. Bad for you. What was that? What up? Editing so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, honestly, editing is probably my least favorite thing about YouTube. I hate it. I hate editing. I hate tech. I need a techie, like nerdy edit guy to do all my edits, and then I could just make so many more videos just motivating people and training people. It'd be so much better if I just had like someone that was complete opposite to me, someone that was super good at, like tech, super good at organizing stuff, and super good at like looking at a computer all day. I would need one of those on my team. So if anyone can offer that, let me know. Jake, Cheerios aren't bad though. Yeah, so there's this big misconception. I was a big part of the misconception too. Is I used to think, oh, but Cheerios aren't all that bad. Like my friends are eating Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops. I'm over here eating Cheerios. I'm way better. No, you're not. You think you're better, but you're not. You're a little bit better, but the truth is you're still consuming wheat and sugar in the morning. Two horrible things for you. I could almost argue the wheat's worse in a certain sense because the wheat's so processed, especially with Cheerios. But I mean, the milk y'all are drinking is not raw milk. It's probably pasteurized milk or worse, almond milk. So, I mean, the testosterone is just going down, down, down. And then we wonder why we have no energy in the morning, why we're all fat, sick, lazy, and unhealthy. And when I say no energy in the morning, I don't mean that little spike of energy that you get the second you have the cereal and then that crash an hour later. Or the same thing when you have a donut or any other pastry in the morning. When people have donuts in the morning, they say, oh, it's a breakfast food. That's psychopath shit to me. And then I'm crazy for eating 4 burger patties and eggs in the morning. Steak and eggs in the morning, I'm the one that's going to get a heart attack. But you eating your donut in the morning is okay. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Like I can't get over that one. That one could be a talking point for literally the rest of my life with lives. Just me talking about the fact that I don't believe anything you guys say about the whole red meat being bad, eggs being bad, it causing heart disease, cereal being better for you in the morning, the fact that donuts are a breakfast food. All that's BS to me. 3 meals a day is BS to me. It's 3 meals a day. The only reason that concept was made up is because some guy didn't want men to have a lot of energy in the morning. So he said cereal's good for you in the morning. Don't eat meat in the morning, or don't eat meat in general. It's all messed up. Kellogg, look him up. Messed up everything. Telling you guys. Y'all need to do your research on cereal. Y'all don't know the story behind cereal. Look up like why did we start eating this again? What world were the tribes eating cereal ever in a million years? Yeah. Is Fruity Pebbles still good for me? Yeah. Why is chat talking about cereal? Like I said, cereal's a big topic in this chat. Y'all don't even know. Or some of y'all do and some of y'all don't. Remember me? I used to be bored and be I don't. I think so. Yes. I got you, man. I killed my homie because cereal is the best talk because of how bad it is for you. I don't eat steak for breakfast. Love that. Absolutely love that. Big ass steak for breakfast. I might, if I were to have merch, one of the first shirts I would have is literally anti-cereal or like some crazy stuff like that because I hate cereal so much. And you guys think I probably hate the taste of cereal. Cereal tastes great. In fact, if you guys are like addicted to cereal and you would actually say you need it, I recommend having it as a dessert and only considering it dessert. That's the only way I would say you can properly do cereal is to never eat it for breakfast and only eat it at night and say, this is my dessert. This is what I'm having as a sweet treat for dessert as a reward for a long week of hard work. That's the only right way to do cereal. If not, then no. The fact that it's known as like a healthy thing to eat in the morning to give you energy, that's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. The fact that like carbs give you energy and then they eat a big bowl of wheat. Like, bro, we're talking about carbs like fruit with electrolytes. Like, what are we talking about that carbs give you energy? Or when people eat like pasta before a football game? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going back in time here. Like we're becoming stupider. We all know that we're becoming stupider. Like we can tell. Like, did you not notice that the founding fathers, like in the 1700s, 1800s, why are these dudes so smart? Why are these dudes so smart? Yes, I know they rounded up only the smart people, and those are the people that wrote history. But at the end of the day, like, come on. Do you feel like our leaders are that smart now? Like, where was all these smart people? Like, I don't know. I don't want to go too deep in that. I can add someone decently. So, Smokero, Jello, stop eating Cheerios. So stop eating Cheerios. Like I said, if you have Cheerios in your house right now, and that's something your parents always have in your house, there's nothing you can do about it. Say, okay, if I do choose to consume this, which I really shouldn't, I only consume it for dessert at night, okay? Never wake up and eat it, because now you're starting off your day with something bad. You can end your day off with something bad. You can digest it at night, it's not as bad. But if you start off your day with something bad, first off, you're starting off your day, no energy, and your body's going to only want to crave more sugar and bad stuff. So, yeah. Bro, I'm making a short for my sister that took 2.5 hours to do because I find the pictures and I had to edit myself because of the type of word. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Shorts take a long time, bro. Shorts are weird, bro. Sometimes you'll think that, like, this is a 7-second short and I've been editing it for, like, 4 hours. Like, what's going on? It's like, yeah. Sometimes it takes that long. Sometimes you need to literally go that deep to get the perfect thing of this, that, and the other thing. And there's nothing you could do about it. So, yeah, it really sucks. But the truth is, the better you get at it, the easier it's going to get. That's the truth. Bruh. Well, I've seen your editing for like 1 week trial. What up? Pretty good. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's not that BS. No, BD. Breakfast is fake, right, Jake? Yes, very, very aware. Breakfast is a fake concept that was made up by a guy that wanted men to have low energy and low testosterone. I actually have edited many short films. It's house arrest. I'm watching from PC. If anyone's watching from your computer, that's like actually probably like, I don't know, that's interesting. Like the idea of someone watching me from something that's not a phone is crazy. Edit my shorts because I don't want repetitively edit every week. Yeah, editing sucks. I hate it. Luke Belmar? Of course. Bro, of course I know Luke Belmar, bro. I also know the brother because the brother is kind of on our wavelength of like no seed oils, like primal, back to your like roots, ancestral living, all that. So I definitely know about the Belmars. They're cool. I like them. I mean, Belmar's definitely said some interesting, cringy stuff, but at the end of the day, he makes way more money than everyone else that makes fun of him. So who's really the loser in that situation? You know what I mean? Like I know people make fun of him because of his courses and how he just gives bad advice, but he's the one giving it, and you're not. He's the one making money, and you're not. So I don't know. Can't really hate on the dude like that. But some of the stuff he says, I'm like, oh, God, okay. Yo, what cereal do you think tastes the best? Cinnamon Toast Crunch is probably really good. Fruit Loops, I liked. I liked Frosted Flakes. I liked, there was this one I really liked. It was like this sugary, like, I don't even know what it was, but it was like this sugary cereal that had like this like sloth on it, and it was so good. Whenever cereals had like a bird on it or like an animal on it, they were so good. But then the granola cereal, that was my favorite cereal. Once I got into the granola cereal, I would just do granola cereal with raisin, blueberries, strawberries, bananas. I did a lot of my cereal with extra fruits. I made them real, real good. Y'all don't understand. I used to really love cereal. Like I used to eat it all the time. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Uh, Baseball career is a third roof. 16. I'm 16. Nice. I'm going to fly. Be maxed out. Injured late. I'm out BD right now. It's so hot. I eat whole ice cream. What? Why? Let's not do that. The concept of breakfast is something created to make sales for sausage higher. So there's a certain truth to that. That wasn't specifically what happened, but they wanted to make processed meat more accessible. So more processed meat got there. What up, what up? So can I drink filtered water? Okay, so the water situation gets tricky, guys. I'm not going to lie, because filtered water can still have a lot of BS in it. Reverse osmosis water is the best water. Mountain Valley glass water is the best water. Most glass water is really good. Truth is, guys, if you want the best water source, you're like, what is the absolute best water source? It is fruit juice. Watermelon juice, fruity water, like watery fruit, that is the most hydrating thing because first off, it's impossible for any BS to get in it because it's in a fruit and it has all the electrolytes in it. So you're actually not just getting water, more water than electrolytes. You're actually getting a good water to electrolyte ratio. So that's the absolute best thing to drink is raw fruit juice. Not going to your store and going 100% watermelon juice. No, screw that. I'm talking about getting a watermelon, eating it, and being like more hydrated from it, or literally getting a juicer and juicing it, like right then and there. Because after it's juiced, after like an hour, like the content's gonna change. Nutrients is gonna change, gonna change your body and affect your body in a different way. You gotta keep that in mind. Sorry, I'm in a while. I improved my routine, waking up early, eating good, hitting the gym daily. I love that. Absolutely love that. Good stuff. I like, by the way. Oh, thank you. Can you give me what meat is the best to eat? Red meat. Red meat is the absolute best meat to eat. Most nutrient dense, tastes the best, and will give you the most power to win at this world, and give you the most cognitive function too. Bro, Fruit Loops taste so good, but tastes like air freshener or dish soap. Exactly, bro. Why are you eating something that tastes like air freshener or dish soap? You know that must have some bad stuff in it, bro. Bro, you look like old Benson Boone. I've been told that 10 trillion different times. It's the only one that's kind of somewhat correct. Is milk coffee good? Okay. So if you're drinking raw milk and coffee, which I know 99.999% of you aren't, then it's good. But y'all aren't, so no, it's not good. Because you're probably putting BS milk in it, like whole milk or pasteurized milk or almond milk or soy milk or some BS milk, and that's bad. If y'all are going to do coffee, don't make it a milkshake. Don't make it a fudgicle or whatever. Make it a black coffee or an espresso shot. You're only drinking coffee purely for the caffeine. You're not doing it for the taste. You're not doing it for the experience. You know what I mean? These people, like, they're like, oh yeah, coffee's good for you, and then you see them like throw caramel in it at like 6 in the morning. Then eat a donut. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what in what world is this okay? Like oh, I can't have my morning. Like they it's insane. You remember me? What up, Lift Young? What about Aquapana? What, I don't even know what that is. Doesn't sound right though. Most bottled water unfortunately has BPA in it. Even if it says non-BPA, it's still gonna have BPA in it because at the end of the day, that's going through. Especially in Arizona and South Florida, where I live, the water is getting melted up, and that's going straight into the water, and that is not good to drink over time. Bro said steak. Now I mean it. Love that. I bought. Sorry, I got this ant on me. I bought so much milk. Good stuff, because milk's delicious. And it's red meat, and I finally decided it's good. Yeah, good stuff. Well, I'm happy you decided that, and you became a man, because that's sometimes the difference is just becoming a man and realizing red meat's really good, and you should eat a lot of it. Bro, I make me own water with fruits. Oh, love that. That's fire. Do you like? You look like a white guy. I think that's the best thing I've gotten so far. Yeah, I also think like Kyrie Irving too, bro. To be honest, like if you were to give me any basketball player that I'm like, okay, wait a second, this guy actually thinks for himself, and he's not like all the other basketball players that's just like, oh, I'm just here to ball, man. Like he actually thinks for himself, and yes, I know he's gotten the whole flat Earth thing, but like, I'm sorry, how do you know the Earth's not flat? Have you ever been to space before? So who are you to tell him he's wrong? I'm sorry. Now, here's the thing. If you were to look at the moon and the sun, that's probably the best, evidence that the Earth's not flat. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, we see that it's a globe, but we've never been there. So for people to be so, like, sure about this stuff is insane to me. You've never been to space. How do you know what's up there? What if you go up there and aliens tell you, hey, this is what's going on, and you have to come back and say that you saw everything that you thought you were going to see, or else we're going to kill you? What if that happens? You don't know. No one knows. The only people that know are the astronauts, and those astronauts are sketch. Those astronauts are sketch. They look like they're lying. Like, look at the moon landing interview, guys, and you don't tell me those are a bunch of liars. I'm sorry. I don't want to get into the whole moon landing conspiracy. Y'all can get me there for hours talking about this stuff. About the fact that those dudes that did the first ever moon landing, that interview after, you would assume that they would be all happy, like, hey, I just landed on the moon, ha ha ha, No, they look sketched out. They look like some guy just threatened their entire family and said, if you don't lie to the public, then we're going to kill you. That's basically what it looked like. It was insane. Like, you guys, please look up moon landing Apollo interview, and you tell me that those dudes aren't sketched out lying to the public. It's just lying. And it's no one cares because it's so old. You look like Jack Black. Smooth skin, by the way. Oh, thank you. Bro, you look like you would come back down for the 3-1 finals. How Kyrie stands up for what he believes in. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too, man. I like that. I like that he stands for what he believes in, and some of the stuff he says is true. And people like to act like he's so crazy and like, or when people say you're a basketball player, you don't need to have opinions. Why not? Why not? We ask for opinions from people like the Kardashians. In what world is that supposed to be a thing? But all of a sudden he dribbles a ball. All of a sudden we can't have an opinion. I hate that. I hate the idea of like shut up and dribble. No. If he's got opinions, let him have opinions. He's really good at basketball. Maybe he's really good at other things like thinking. You know what I mean? Why? Like, he's the one that got there, too. He's the one that was able to get famous and get a platform. If he wants to use it, let him use it. Could you do it? No. How about you become a good basketball player? Then you could give opinions. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the idea that, like, basketball players should just shut up and not give opinions is stupid to me. And I know a lot of people disagree. They think someone like LeBron shouldn't give out opinions and shouldn't. And I'm just like, well, I mean, he's LeBron. He can do whatever he wants. He's LeBron. Like, what? Like, what are we talking about? Be right back. No, but I like how he believes in his stand for sure. Then why do we have to learn about it? Bro, I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about. Oh, the moon landing? Oh my god, because they want to trick you. Not like your teachers in specific, but like the actual people that said the moon landing happened, they want to trick you. They want you to think that the USA is like, you understand if the USA at that time said, hey, we landed on the moon, we're the first country to land on the moon, guess what that says to all the other countries? Hey, we got some advanced stuff going on. Don't mess with us. And that was after all those wars. You don't think they wanted to show some dominance on the earth? Hey, we just landed on the moon. Like, we're those guys. Like, we got it going on here. It was all a lie. All a lie. Flex like Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is the best Arnold flex I can think of right now. Kyrie's most skilled ever. Yeah. Kyrie also has the biggest arsenal. That's the thing. A lot of people don't like talk about this, but think about his arsenal, meaning his ability to do a bunch of different things. So when Kyrie is like going to the basket, like the average basketball player probably has like 3 or 4 different options of what he's going to do. Kyrie Irving has like 20 that go in his brain. You know what I mean? And he picks one of them. Look up Arnold Schwarzenegger most popular flex. Bro, wasn't his most popular the bicep? The double bicep? Or no. I know what it was. It was like that weird lat spread where you go like this. Oh, I hate that one. That one looks so weird. That probably is one of the worst poses that was ever invented. And I know why it was invented. It was invented to make the lats look as big as possible. But if you want to make the lats look as big as possible, just do a back pose. Why do you have to do a front pose to show off your lats? Like, just do some pull-ups too. You'll show off your lats too. Or just doing this move. Why do you have to go like... It just looks stupid. It makes you look stupid. It's dumb. Kyrie be doing left-handed floaters and shit. No one else doing that. I know. That's the thing. Kyrie's that guy that, like, if we were to all, like, have, like, a pickup game on Earth, like a basketball pickup game, and you're just to take all the NBA players, but it was a pickup game, okay? It wasn't, like, an actual organized basketball game. It was just a pickup game. I genuinely believe Kyrie Irving would be one of the first picks. Because at the end of the day, like, he's just that guy. Like, he's the guy that you want on your team when you need everything. No, the side flex he did? Side flex. What was a side flex? I don't even know. Oh, like this one where he goes like, oh, yeah. I don't know. All of them are very interesting. Not for me. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, Arnold's chest was definitely genetically insane. But I'm not a big... I mean, I like Arnold, but I was way more a Mike Mentzer guy than an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. And the reason was because Mike Mentzer didn't fall into propaganda. Here's the thing. Schwarzenegger said some stuff I really, really just couldn't get behind. And I know we were just talking about, hey, like, you know, these people, these athletes shouldn't have an opinion. I'm not saying he shouldn't have an opinion, but I am allowed to disagree with it. I think it's incorrect. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger has made some horrible takes on you know, what's going on in the world. And I realize he really has he has no understanding of things because his life has kind of been in a different way. You know what I mean? And that's why I like Mike Menzer, because he actually understood how like the world worked a little bit more. So I like that. He was also thought deeper about things. You guys have to understand, Arnold Schwarzenegger is kind of stupid. Like, at the end of the day, he's kind of a dummy. Like, he's kind of a dumb human being. You know what I mean? Like, he has a lot of aura. He has a lot of, you know, muscles, obviously. He took roids. He had great genetics, all that stuff. He had a lot of passion and dream and discipline. But, like, when it comes to, like, actual intelligence on the world, he's not very smart. Like, if you were to actually listen to him talk about anything that doesn't have to do with bodybuilding, he's not a smart guy. If you were to listen to someone like Mike Menzer that talks about the world, you're going to realize this guy's genius. This guy's an actual genius. So, yeah. I was watching Kyrie and Luke on the same team last year. Yeah, that was fire. Do you see Tom Platz leg day? Of course, bro. Tom Platz is that's a bodybuilder I can get behind because I actually enjoy his message. I think Tom Platz is one of the only bodybuilders that can get you to a point of, I guess he just makes you feel like it's normal to, like, train hard and, like, not, like, I don't know. What Tom Platz says that I like the most is when he says, are you going to leave the gym a loser or a winner? So it's like, it doesn't even have anything else to do with like, it's all about you at that point. Like, are you going to? Like, you could finish the set and walk out that gym a winner, or you could don't finish it and walk out the gym a loser. I don't know. I really like that. There's a lot of Tom Platz stuff I used to say. It's one of my friends' like favorite bodybuilder. So mine was Mike Menzer, his was Tom Platz. But again, those are two great bodybuilders to admire. You know, Tom Platz. I listen to Tom Platz edits when I work out. When I did legs, I used to listen to Tom Platz all the time. There's a lot of good Tom Platz funk out there. A lot of good Tom Platz like motivational funk where he's just like screaming and then you just do the next set. That's the thing is like, and also another thing too is for legs, it literally is something where you can kind of push harder than normal and like push a little bit more than normal. So it works even better because you can do more with legs. So that's why, I don't know, Tom Platz just is a really, really cool guy. And it's going to be sad to see him go because he's getting older. And, you know, it's just, you know, but he's got so much passion and energy. I don't know. But he's psychologically, like, he understands it. He gets, like, the neurological primal senses and all that. He gets it. How long your live will be, I don't know, man. I'll be back on the gym. Good stuff. Do you know the bodybuilder David Hoffman? Ooh, I think so, actually. I think so. You play video games? I do not. I do not play video games. Sorry. Sorry for some of y'all if y'all think I play video games, but it's just not the move for me. If you could choose Arnold Schwarzenegger or Tom Platz, Tom Platz. All day, every day, man. Tom Platz. You guys know Tom Platz got cheated on by his wife with his training partner? Let's break down everything here, and we understand why the man became such a beast. He got cheated on by his wife. So his wife, a good-looking woman that's into bodybuilding, right? Got cheated on by his training partner. Not some random guy, not some like musician, some actor, his friend, his training partner, the person that he grows with. Two of the closest people in his life in 1 second, basically stabbed in the back. Literally. And yes, do I believe that Tom Platz's attitude got him cheated on? 1,000%. He's a lover, and it sucks because when you're a lover like that, you get hit hard. But that made him such a beast that at the end of the day, I mean, that man will never not be like one of the most motivational bodybuilders of all time, because you look at him and you're just like, this is a psychopath. And he was a psychopath. I mean, you watched him and you just saw the things that he would do, especially after getting cheated on. I mean, the man was literally turned the fuel into absolute fire. And it's one of the greatest lessons because everyone that ever gets cheated on can basically look at Tom Platz and go, well, this is what he did. He decided to train harder. He decided to go even harder in the gym. He said everything just worked in the gym once he got cheated on. He said everything just worked. Everything just worked, you know? You see David Hoffman's leg day with Tom Platz, you can feel the pain through the screen. Yes, I have seen it. In fact, I liked it so much, it motivated me to get those, like, American flag pants. Work out, hell yeah. My stomach hurts because I eat too much rice and steak. Yeah, y'all need to make sure y'all are training hard so your body can digest the rice and steak a lot better. Try to stop drinking cold milk with ice. I hope that milk is raw, bro. Today was free day, and I watched all the Rocky movies. Good stuff. We were talking about the Rocky movies in one of the previous streams, and it was a good talk. It's a good movie, man. All of them are really good movies. Sometimes I haven't watched a movie in a really long time. I don't watch movies that much anymore. But I forget that all the good movies were made around the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So there's a part of me that was like, bro, honestly, I don't really care about any new movies going out. All the movies I'll see from now on, I'm just going to watch old movies because I think those were the last good movies, to be honest. Like, when are we going to get another movie like Rocky? You know what I mean? I don't know. Some people think movies are great now. I think it's just a difference in perspective. Try relax, drink lemon, ginger, warm water. Yeah, that's good. There my head. Okay, nice. Well, hope you're doing good, AJ. Whether or not they're in your head or not. So I have a question. Do y'all have like an internal monologue? Because I was talking to ChatGPT about this, and ChatGPT said 30 to 40% of humans do not have an internal monologue, meaning they don't have a thing in their brain that's constantly talking. They would need to actually like force words in their brain for something else to be talking. And I'm just thinking, like, how much dumber are these people? Like, you'll have something constantly in your brain running. Like, how do you even get anything done? How do you even think? How do you not, like, it don't make sense. But some people don't. So let me know if y'all have internal monologues. Or some people are so stupid, they think the internal monologue in their head is like voices in their head. It's like, no. It's just you talking in your head like I'm doing right now when I'm silent. Just like that. I don't understand. Like I thought everyone had an internal monologue or dialogue or whatever. Like, I thought every single person had to, because you couldn't be a functioning human without it. How do you make decisions? But I realized that's why a lot of people are slow, dumb, and stupid, because they literally don't. So like, sometimes a question will come in someone's brain, and they'll answer it before thinking about their answer. You know what I mean? That, to me, is insane. Like, and luckily, I'm so quick at listening and regurgitating information that I still can answer things pretty quickly. But that there's still that split second of me thinking about how I'm going to answer it before I answer it. Some people don't do that. They answer the question and they think in their head out loud. It's psychopath stuff. I've never seen anything like it. When someone thinks out loud, like, they look like, I'm just letting you know, no offense, you look stupid. You look really, really stupid when you think out loud, okay? Because every human constantly makes mistakes. Like, their brain says one thing and then they're like, wait, another thing. I know some humans that do that in front of people. Like, they'll literally say one thing and then they'll call themselves out loud. I'm like, just do that in your mind. Are you dumb? You just look stupid now because you just look like you basically refrained everything you just said. You could have easily done that in your mind, but since you don't have a fucking internal dialogue, you're dumb. Now people think you're dumb, even though you might not be that dumb, but you look dumb because you do dumb things. So yeah, if you're one of those people that thinks out loud, cut that shit out, because people think you're stupid, just so you know, and you might not be that stupid. Lava chicken, it's too OP. Like, entertain and does cool shit, yeah. Oh yeah. Someone is spamming hearts. Hell yeah, they must be liking the chat. I got 120 on my PSAT. Is that good? Hell yeah, bro. I got an 810 on my first time taking the PSAT. 810. What do you think of that? Let's imagine that I was one of those kids that took all my confidence from my scores and test scores and saw an 810 my freshman year. That probably would have lowered my confidence all the way down. I probably would have never thought I was going to be good at anything. Luckily, I had good parents that made me understand that school's not everything. You can be good at other things too. So that luckily carried my confidence. But the truth is, man, that's what I got on the first PSAT. Just not a good test taker. Name a car for an Lamborghini. And what bothered me too is when I would say things like, I'm not designed for school, I'm not a good test taker. Some people would call me out, be like, that's an excuse. And it would bother me because it is an excuse. Okay, I would call someone out for making an excuse like that. But it didn't mean I wasn't wrong. Yes, it's an excuse. But I wasn't wrong. Okay? Could I have worked harder in school? 1000%. But in what motivation would I have to work harder? Like if I didn't, if working out didn't get you a good body and get you mentally disciplined and give you all these benefits, I wouldn't do it. So when I see something like school and I know that I'm not going to get these benefits from working harder at it, how can I get the motivation to do it in any way? How can I look at it and be like, okay, if I don't do school, like when I look at my future of me not doing school, it still looks very successful. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't think that way because they don't ever think that they could start their own business. So like they'll be just working for someone for the rest of their life. Very, very sad reality to me, but it's one a lot of people are okay with. Or not even okay with. They've just accepted to a certain extent. Like I'll never be a boss, I'll never work that hard, so whatever. I guess I'll try to find someone that, isn't that much of an asshole. That's all I'm saying. Bro, watching on Oculus? I don't even know what that is. Oh, is that like VR? Bro, I'm failing English, but I got top 5 percentile on this computerized test called the NWEA. Yeah, well, computerized tests are stupid. I hate them. Like, honestly, guys, here's my thing. And this is just what I noticed in school, okay? Those kids that were good at tests, okay? Like, I never was like, I never like talked to some kid that was good at test taking and was like, wow, you're really smart at the world. In fact, I could even argue that the kids that got better scores on tests were actually dumber when it came to the world because they were so in this idea of listening to someone else and doing something for someone else that they haven't even opened their minds yet. So one thing you guys have to understand is just because someone is getting A's on tests, just because someone's in AP classes, just because someone's in GEM or whatever their advanced classes are, does not mean that they're smart. And I know that may hurt a lot of people. A lot of people's prides go, what? I'm smart? Everyone told me I'm smart. I get A's. I don't care. I don't care how good you are at school. And by the way, that's what I call it. Good at school. You're good at school. You're not smart. You're good at school. You're good at school. You're not smart. Okay, smart and good at school, two completely different things. Two completely different things. Smart, good at school, two different things. Don't go hand in hand, ever. Okay, a lot of people need to understand that. The second you say that someone that's good at school is smart, they're going to take that as an ego and think that they're going to walk around thinking they're smart because they're good at school. I've had literally people try to tell me that they're smart about a life situation because they get good grades. In what situation are you smart about the life? Because you get good grades? Because you're good at regurgitating shit and throwing it up on a piece of paper? Have you ever actually done a real life world lesson? Like what? So don't ever get that confused. People that are good at school are not smart. Yes, some people could be also good at school and also smart, but just because someone's good at school does not mean they're smart. Now, yes, don't get caught up in the idea of like, oh, that means I get Fs, so I'm going to be smart. No. If you get Fs, there's an issue. But if you're getting Bs and Cs, and you're like in that little like middle zone where you're like, I don't really know, like I feel like I'm doing okay, but I also don't care enough, so I'll do enough to get it. That's a good spot. That's the spot of an entrepreneur. Okay, the D's and F's, guys, yeah, you're not an entrepreneur. Stop thinking that, oh, I get D's and F's and all them got D's and F's, I'll just start my own business. No. If you can't even get a C in a class, like you need to focus on your actual intelligence. But if you're getting B's and C's, but you're like, see all these kids getting A's and stuff, and you're like, bro, just a test. They're not smarter than you. They're not smarter. They just are better at school. They're better at remembering shit, and that's it, okay? Don't get that caught up. The one biggest mistake I made in high school was thinking that all those kids that were in advanced classes were smarter than me, until I actually took one of those advanced classes and realized two things. One, people in advanced classes actually get better grades because there's a higher standard and the parents complain more. So I actually ended up getting a better grade in an easier class that was considered advanced, which made me realize my entire school system was fucked. And it was basically purely based on the teacher. So my parents were like, oh, you must be really good at advanced history. I'm like, no, the teacher was super easy. That's the only reason. It has nothing to do with how good I am at anything. That's what bothered me so much about school, is that people trying to act like, oh, like you did good in this class, that means you're good at that. It's like, no, the teacher was easy. That's why it's stupid, because there's no actual real rules to it. It's all stupid, and whatever teacher you get is the outcome of it. That's why it's stupid to me. Okay, I hated it so much. And when people would try to think that they're smart because they do well on a test, go ahead in the world and think that you're smart because of that. You'll get hit hard real fast. I swear to God, I've never met some of the dumbest kids in my advanced classes in my entire life. Some of the dumbest kids. Yes, in my core classes, were also dumb kids. Okay, I'm not saying that the core class had smart kids. What I'm trying to say is that just because they're in advanced class does not mean that they know anything about the world. Anything. Okay, just because they're good at studying does not mean that they're good at life. Just because you're good at school does not mean you're good at life. In fact, there's almost a chance that you're worse at life because you're so concerned about someone telling you what to do and you doing what they're telling you to do. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Sorry. I got way too caught up in that. Remember me? I gotta go. The top 5% means you're worse than 95% of people. No, that's what I meant. Well, it's good then. So were you top 95 percentile? No, bro. Dude, I got straight A's because I wanted to prove that I wasn't a dumbass and I could do this. I just didn't care. So I got straight A's like once in high school just to be like, see, I could do this. You guys are stupid. I just don't care. But the truth is, like, oh, hated that. My views are getting low. I just 10K yesterday. Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, that's like the dude that's like, man, like, complaining about life, like people want those problems. I'm not even gonna go deeper in that. We all know what that is. And 200 plus likes, exactly. Okay, thanks, dude. That boosts my confidence because I really get bad grades. Exactly. No, screw all that. Sorry, I'm a little zoomed in there. My bad. But yeah, I hate it. Now, don't get misinformed. Like if you're also dumb at life, then get better at that. Become smarter at that. But my entire point is that don't think because you have good grades you're smart and the kids that get good grades are smart. Like the actual thing about being smart, there's a lot more that goes into it life-wise. So just keep that in mind. Street smart, school smart, emotionally smart, different stuff. That's what I'm saying. People say like, oh, are you street smart? Are you school smart? I don't like to say street smart because I think overall it only really applies to like going out on a street. I think people think of it too too literal. So that's why I say life smart, because then it's like you're just good at life. You're just smart about life. You know life well. You're good at life. You're smart about things in life. You understand how things work. You know people act. You know why people do certain things. You understand human psychology and tendencies and all this different stuff. That is life smart. A lot of kids in school, I noticed they weren't good. They didn't know. One thing I noticed is when like they'd be really good at school, like they'd get an A, and then like you talk about like a certain situation going on in like the world, or like even like in the friend group, or just in general, and you like get their opinion on it, and you realize like they think of the world in a stupid way. Like you are stupid. You actually think that's why this person is doing something, or like they can't tell if someone's lying. Those are the stupidest ones to me. The ones that get really good grades and then they'll see someone saying some bullshit and actually believe them. I'm like, you're that stupid? You're that stupid you believe this person. You get all those good grades, but you believe someone that's saying absolute BS to you, right to your face. How does that work? In what world does that work? It's insane to me. Got 3.6. Yes, BC, that's me. Hell yeah. I got good stuff. I got 3 C's, 1 B, 1 A, 1 F. Nice. Philippines, we do not have A, F, C. We have 70 points. If you get 70 points, you did not pass. Oh, damn. That sucks. Bro, my stepmom is hitting on me. Yeah. People in advanced classes are book smart and not street smart. Like I said, some of them could, some of them can't, but I noticed a lot of them in my classes, the advanced classes, whenever we talked about life, all of a sudden their intelligence that they had Nothing. Zero intelligence. All of a sudden, I'm like, you guys are stupid. You guys don't know. You guys don't even know how life works. You guys might know how the studying works, but you don't know anything about life. You don't know anything about life. Like, seriously, some of them were so stupid about life. I was like, I was almost like, how much studying have you done over actual life experiences where you don't know how life works or you haven't, like, talked to people? Yeah, it's very, I am so, big on that. Now, yes, there are some people that really do well. They're life smart. They are really good at school. They are still social. Yes, those people are fine, obviously. But I'm more talking to the people that get discouraged when they see all those kids that think that they're so smart because they do well on tests or get good grades. Like, I just hate that. Stupid. But if you 80, you pass. Nice. Still gotta work harder to your cutoff. Yep. Same guy, 90 plus. Goodbye. Peace out, brother. Knowledge and intelligence are different things. Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing, and that's why a lot of schools actually mess up too with their entire philosophy on picking a teacher, because they don't even understand the deepest root of that. Because their mindset, say what they were doing like an interview process, they'll pick a person that knows the material more, has a degree more in the material for even a middle school class that's not good at teaching, doesn't know how to actually like connect with students. They'd pick that person over a person that's done bunch of different lessons on teaching, doesn't know the material that well, but can learn it within a second because it's only middle school. If you can't learn middle school stuff, I don't know, you shouldn't even be teaching. But they'd rather pick the person that has a degree in it than the person that's a really good teacher because they don't care about the actual teaching aspect. They care about the information aspect. Now, obviously, not every school is like this. But for majority, that's the mindset, is we're going to pick the more qualified person, the person that knows the material more. But the truth is, just because you know material does not mean you can teach it. And I even admit that to myself. I know exactly how to get a man to have higher testosterone. The reason I teach it so confidently is because that's what I do. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know how to help you out. I know the strategies. I know the steps it takes. I know the protocol of everything. Okay. Yes, I maybe made a little bit of money, but I can't confidently teach people how to make money yet because I'm not fully there. You know what I mean? So I could give you guys little strategies, but I'm not going to sit here and claim that I know because I don't fully know yet. And I wouldn't claim to teach it unless I really, really knew the information. I think a lot of teachers they get that wrong. But at the end of the day, no, like I said, no matter how much you actually know the information, your ability to teach it is two different things. Knowing information and your ability to connect with a class and teach a class information, two completely different things. Have zero correlation with each other. So keep that in mind. Oh man, sorry, I'm just stretching out. My stepdad told me that I'm a fuck up because I'm better than him, and he was just saying that to bring me down. I don't even know what that means. Honestly, I don't. Very contradicting statement. Sorry. Oh, man. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. My bad. I would say a lot of the kids that were in my classes, that were in the advanced classes, I would say yes. They were not people I would ever consider to be good at getting out of a tough situation. You know what I mean? Am I still muted? Let me know. Let me know if I'm still muted. But yeah, no, I definitely like I would definitely pick the majority of students in my non-advanced classes to get out of tough situations rather than the advanced classes because I just genuinely think so many of those kids, first off, they were wrongly put in those classes. Like I got school. This is the thing. I got school all wrong, but it's all stupid too. So there's no point of getting it right. That's the thing. Like it was stupid. What I found out about school is how stupid it was. Because what I realized is, and this was going on in my school, is that this really bothered me. So my first time taking classes, didn't have a good GPA at all. I really like. I'm actually genuinely bothered with like how like the school kind of played out for me grades wise, and how my parents kind of looked at it, and how we kind of all did it because I was so stupid about it. If I was just smarter, like I don't know. It doesn't really matter at all because it made me the man I am today. But the point is, I swear to God, those advanced classes were easier than the regular classes because at the end of the day, the advanced class, if a kid didn't have at least a B in the class, they were getting an email from a parent. You know what I mean? Because those parents actually cared. That that right there is the exact reason that those kids had such good grades in advanced classes. So now they're getting a better GPA with better grades because of a higher standard, and all the kids in core classes get screwed over. It's horrible. It's so bad. It was one of the most flawed systems I had ever experienced. And there's a part of me that thinks I had like a weird system mess up where I was just in really tough core classes and then the one advanced class I took was really easy and really designed for me and everything else like, But then I did another advanced class and I was like this is easy too. So then I really got bothered. Cuz I was like this is all stupid. Like I'm told this one's easier, it's not. I'm getting better grades in the advanced classes. Like this is all stupid. And then college rolled around, and then I'm not gonna lie, guys. Once ChatGPT rolled around in college, that's when I really determined, okay, I am not using this for anything in the real world. This is not a benefit. And another thing too, there are so many realizations in college for me on why don't want the degree, why I don't think it's important. But I would say one of the biggest realizations was the overall looking at who I was surrounded by in college and seeing people that are going to get the same exact degree as me. So I thought in my brain, I would look at someone and I go, okay, that person right there, right? That person is going to get the same exact degree as me. So on paper, when we both apply to places, right? Apply for jobs, like people like to say, that person will have the same, if not a little better, if they do anything more, degree as me. Is that person better than me at business? No, I'm looking at this person, they're 300 pounds. In what world are they better than me at business or would ever be better than me in business or anything? But because they have the same degree as me, we're the same. I can't handle that. I literally couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle the idea of being looked at the same as these people. So everyone's like, oh yeah, degrees very important, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. No, it's not. Not anymore. Times have changed. And another thing that happened is when I realized how stupid the people I was actually going to college with. And a lot of you guys are going to disagree with me on this, and I don't really care. It's how I think, and it is what it is. But I just remember going to the gym to go work out. I went to my local college gym to go work out, right? I actually might make a YouTube short on this because this is actually a good story. I remember going to my local college gym to work out. And I go to the local college gym, and I see people outside. This was during, when the voting was all going on, and I saw people out there, right? Lots of people waiting outside the gym, and I was like, wow, this is awesome, and they looked pretty unathletic too, which actually excited me more because I was like, wow, there's a lot of these people that I've never seen at the gym for the first time. Maybe they're trying to get their first workout in. Maybe it's like accepting unathletic people in the gym, but whatever it is, I'm for it because this is awesome. I love unathletic people going to the gym. If you're unathletic and you're going to the gym, hell yeah, great stuff. I'll always support you. I love that. You know what I mean? So I saw all these, overweight people, paler people that look like they don't work out, waiting in line at the gym, and I'm like, that's awesome. Love that. And then I go a little further, and I realize that all of these people were not waiting in line to go to the gym. They were waiting in line to vote. They were waiting in line to vote for a person. I don't remember what the vote was for. I don't even remember if it was. I don't even remember if this was for the presidential race or the government race or whatever, or governor race or whatever it was. I don't even remember because that's how minuscule that part of the story is. All I could think about, I was like, okay, so these people, by the way, are getting the same degree as me. Never been to a gym. This is their first time at a gym. For the first time, and they see all these people working out, and they'll wait 2 hours in the hot sun in a line to go vote for someone that we all know for a fact no one has ever won by one vote in any presidential race or governor race, so your vote inherently doesn't matter. But you'll still sit there for 2 hours to try to feel like you matter. Never hit the gym, never eat healthy food, never once. There are people that saw it's called SCFC. They're the first people that saw that gym for the first time in their entire life at that college is voting for a person. And I just realized, I was like, these people to me are so low intelligence that the fact or the idea of them getting the same degree as me is absolutely insanity. And I cannot allow myself to graduate with only a degree. I have to graduate with more. I have to graduate with value. I have to graduate with something that they can't say they have. That's why I need to get the subscribers. That's why I need to start the coaching program. That's why I need to start all this different stuff, because the idea of some dumbass that's never hit the gym, that literally waits in the hot sun for 2 hours just to go vote for someone that they know will never act, or they don't know that actually because they're that stupid, but I know for a fact their vote doesn't matter because there's never been a vote by one person, but they want to feel like they matter. That is horrifying, because it shows that those humans out there that are unathletic, they still have something, they're passionate about something, and they could easily transfer in the gym, and they choose not to because they're lazy. They'd rather transfer it into a political party, and it's horrifying. And you guys notice I'm not even talking about who they voted for or what they voted for or if they're Republican or Democrat, because that means nothing to me. I don't care about it at all. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. The fact that you're voting in general already shows me, and I know this is a very controversial statement. A lot of people disagree. A lot of my friends disagree. My parents disagree. And ChatGPT has basically told me every single time anyone's disagreed with me about this statement is purely emotional. But I believe that everyone that votes for president, governor, whatever, all is a little bit low intelligence, because if not, you would know that there's never been one vote that has been by one vote, so your vote then doesn't matter, but you want to feel like it matters to make you feel like you matter. That's the only reason. And I know a lot of people say, bro, like, other countries, like, you don't have a right to, or like, you can't vote, like, you know what I mean? Some countries, they force you to vote. I'm practicing my right to not vote because they force you to vote in other countries. So I'm practicing my right to not vote. Boom, done. Your stupid right argument is dumb. Also, it's an emotional argument. I've never gotten a logical argument on why it's logical to vote. Only emotional. Only, well, if everyone thought that way, they don't. They don't. I know they don't, because constantly, even though I try to avoid the news as much as possible, I still see people in groups, riots on both sides, talking about their political party, screaming about it passionately. So I will never be too concerned that the politicians will keep up the puppetness and keep everyone emotional about the political parties. I'm not concerned about that. They'll definitely be, riled up. They'll definitely still want to vote. There'll definitely be people voting. No one's going to think like me. They think I'm the crazy one. You know what I mean? That's the dumbest argument I've heard. It was like, well, if everyone thought that way, well, they don't. They don't. We clearly see people that constantly complain and scream about this stuff and don't put in any time and effort into them actual selves. Instead, put it into a political party and trying to defend it and hating another political party. We see people dumb enough to do that. I'm confident enough that the population is stupid enough to put their emotions into two political parties. I'm confident enough to know that. Like, I'm confident enough to know people aren't as smart as me. Like, I'm confident to know people are so stupid that they'll never actually logically be like, oh, yeah, voting doesn't matter. Because a lot of them, that's where their pride is. A lot of people, they literally think like they vote, like they get an ego boost from it. Like, they feel like they're part of something. It's insane to me. Like, my parents told me this. Like, what makes you think that, like, I don't get it. Like, so, like, one of the, my dad, he'll be like, yeah, I get it. I just, you're never going to get a logical reply back. Every single time you argue about it, the only people that are going to argue back are going to be emotional people, because there's no logical reply to it. Because what you're saying isn't really, what you're saying, like, the issue is, he tells me every single time, he's like, the issue is you're arguing about two different things. I'm like, no, I'm not. I stay on the same argument. Everyone fucking takes it somewhere else. That's the thing. I'm not fucking arguing about two different things. They try to fucking make it two different things, and it's not. That's what fucking bothers me. They try to make it seem like it's two different things. It's not two different things. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We're talking about the same thing here. Logical, this isn't going to work. He's like, because you're arguing whether it's matters, okay? We all know it doesn't matter. I'm like, why aren't they willing to admit it? Why do they get so emotional then? It's like, 'cause they get emotional, is what it is. Like, that's insane to me. It's insane to me that you're going to let your emotions take over your statements on political thoughts when you're actually passionate about politics. And that's why I just genuinely think it's low intelligence. And a lot of people really don't agree with me. Friends, family, it's probably one of the statements that I've had the absolute most amount of people like be like, no, like I just not only like disagree with me but also argue back, like, and it's two different things. Sometimes they'll look at me and be like, oh, you're like not a grateful American. It's like, no, I'm grateful. I'm just smart enough to know my vote doesn't matter. I could still be grateful but know that doesn't matter. I still help people in the USA. You know what I mean? How much have you helped people because you voted for a person you think that's helping the world? Like, I got people telling me that I've given them great advice every single day, and you've never done anything except write a check mark on a name, and you think you've helped people more than me because you voted? In what world does that make sense? In what world are you a better U.S. citizen than me? I'm helping people lose weight, get active, become better versions of themselves. It doesn't make sense. Just a bit less cussing, please. Oh, sorry. Should I put the disclaimer in? I'm allowed to say whatever I want. This is a non kids. This is unfiltered. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. I can curse whenever I want. This is all unfiltered. No holding back. No unfilteredness. If the cursing bothers you, it's only gonna get worse because I say unfiltered content on here. It'll never not be yeah. So just so y'all know, if anyone's like doesn't like the cursing, then you need to leave because I will never stop cursing because I'm passionate about things, and this I literally make it not for kids for a certain reason. Sometimes I even throw a disclaimer in there because some people still get it wrong. But at the end of the day, no. I will say whatever I want whenever I want. Opinion on Muha and RFK. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I like RFK. I enjoy what he stands for, and I like the message that he's bringing, and I think he's a much better director than the old director that they had. That's my thoughts. I don't know who Maha is. I don't know who we're talking about there, but I would like to know, and I'll give you my opinion on it because I might know who we're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure. But RFK, great, absolutely great. You know, he actually, and people that don't like him are just people that genuinely don't understand how the world works. Sorry, but if you genuinely think the director there was better, then keep on listening to them about how to be unhealthy, I guess, because that's what there was before. The people that Biden picked for health, they're gonna get you fat, sick, and unhealthy. What if someone won by 10K votes, but if those 10K people wouldn't have voted because they thought their single vote wouldn't matter, it'd be a tie? That's the thing, is I've always heard, well, what if they didn't? Well, what if? Well, what if? What do you mean, what if? They didn't. They did. Like there is no, like, oh, well, what if? Like, but what if? That's the point, is that who cares more? If you don't care more, then they'll never matter. So you have to be logical enough to be like, okay, you can't, like, a lot of people think of it emotional. Like, that's an emotional reply because you just said, what if? What if is emotional? What if isn't emotional? Because there is no what if. Because that never, first off, like I said, what if 10K people didn't, but they did? What do you mean? In what world are they not? They all think they all did because they did. That's the point. So there is no what if. I'm sorry to say, but that hypothetical makes no sense. It doesn't really add up to what I'm talking about, because the only point I'm talking about is the idea of voting for one is illogical because it'll never be by one. So if it is by 10,000, then you voting by one doesn't matter. You still don't matter. That's the point. And I'll never not be wrong about it, but sometimes I get confused on how people get so bothered by it. Like, it's one of the only opinions I have where people genuinely, like, friends and family are like, I disagree with you. I'm like, I think you're insane. I think that is one of the most illogical things. But since so many of my friends and family disagree with me with it, I start to think like, well, what am I getting wrong here? So I talk to intelligent people about it all the time, like, what am I getting wrong here? Why am I not seeing it? And every single time they tell me, well, because every single time you're arguing this and they're going to argue something emotional. I'm like, oh, that's why. Maha is making America healthy again, banning toxic shit food. Oh, that's fire. I love that. Hell yeah, that's fire then. You are so rage bait. Oh, keep the content engagement. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit of rage bait for sure. I can definitely get some people bothered about things, especially if you're not willing to make a change for your life. That could definitely bother some people. Because if I say, and it kind of makes me a little sad, but also it's the reality of the world, is say I call someone out or my fans out for being lazy or being fat. The odds are some of them are going to stay fat for the rest of their life, and they just had to deal with that statement and being called out, and that's just the end of it. And that could cause rage bait for sure. But there are some people that are overweight that watch my stuff that are like, hey, I might feel pissed off at you for a little bit, but I actually like that you called me out, and then they actually get better. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to give my fans the BS that I know that they want. I'm not going to I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, no, you're perfect. You don't need to lose any weight. People were making fun of you for being fat. No, you're perfect the way you are. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all because I don't care. I don't care about how you feel. I care about how you feel at the end of, the journey. I care about how you feel when things actually work out. So the truth is, if people are calling you fat and you're sad about it, here's what I tell you. Become better. Lose weight. Work out. Prove them wrong. Chapter 1, story 1. Show them that you're not what they tell you you are. Okay? Because the truth is, a lot of y'all think that this stuff that people make fun of you for will get better. It's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. If you don't like something about yourself and people are constantly making fun of you for it, you have to change that thing. Or get better at something else at least. If it's unchangeable and you can't control it, get better at something else. Emphasize other things. So that's what I'm saying. If someone's like making fun of your height, you should get jacked. You should get absolutely strong as possible. Become a wrestler. Make sure that anyone that ever makes fun of your height, you basically look at them like I could literally take you to the ground because I know wrestling. I've done wrestling for 4 years, whatever. And that's the truth. A lot of people don't look at it that way though because they're too concerned about all the other, external factors, and they also like to put little blocks on them. You know what I mean? But the truth is you have to emphasize your strengths and you have to minimize your weaknesses. It's as simple as that. So if someone's making fun of you for something and it bothers you, I'm just letting you know right now, the odds of your ability to ignore it without changing that thing is slim to none. Sorry. And I know most people don't want to tell you that. I know your therapist ain't going to tell you that. Your therapist wants to make money from you. Your therapist wants you to keep coming back. That's the thing. A lot of y'all don't realize your therapist wants you to keep coming back. So they're not going to tell you the full. And also, you guys have to understand, in psychology in general, they're taught the wrong things. So even if your therapist thinks they're helping you, they might actually not be. There's a lot of therapists that they think, if someone comes to them with social anxiety and stuff, they, literally tell them, breathing exercises, that'll really help. They'll literally get paid to tell someone that they should do breathing exercises for social anxiety. Something that the therapist diagnosed them with in the first place. They could literally see some kid that is, 100 pounds, the weakest kid ever, maybe a little taller, skinnier, and he talks about social anxiety in school or sports or whatever, and they would never bring up once that maybe you should get better at sports. Maybe you should get better at sports. That could possibly get you less social anxiety. Didn't you notice that kid that was the best on the team didn't have social anxiety? Why? Because he was good at the sport. That's why. If you're a leader in a hierarchy, it's very hard to have social anxiety. And that's the truth. So get good at something. Let's say vote ends in a tie. Never happened once. 10K people in the country didn't vote because each of them have the ideology that a singular vote doesn't matter. If it would have voted, then it would have voted. It can affect the results. Like I said, people are going to have the ideologies no matter what, but we're going all off of what ifs right now. There's no logical argument to this right now. You're saying, let's say this happened, which never happens, by the way. The idea of a tie will never happen, okay? The idea of a tie, an exact tie with governor race or presidential race are 0.000000001 of a tie. But now let's talk about the fact that, what if all of these people have the same ideology? First off, there was 140 million people that voted in the USA last year, so which means half the country did not vote. So we know that there's a good amount of people that have this ideology, and we're still okay. Here's the thing. That means that the political party didn't work hard enough. They lost. So if someone's like, what if all of them have the ideology and then they lose because they don't, then they lost. The political party didn't convince them enough that it's important enough. That's part of the game. That's part of the stupid political game that people like to indulge themselves in and then not work hard and make any money. Instead, go to and put their passion into a political party and then end up being fat, sick, and unhealthy because they only put their fire into a political party instead of actually working out and becoming healthy or actually developing a family or anything. So then they sit there screaming at people for no reason. Then nothing's going to change because they've never made any money or changed anything ever in their entire life. But getting back to this point, that means the political party did a bad job of not convincing it that it was important enough to vote. So that's what I'm saying. There's people that on the left side that think that it's illogical to vote, and there's people on the right side that thinks it's illogical to vote. And it's up to both political parties to convince those people that they're wrong. And if you can't do that, then your political party didn't do a good enough job, and you gotta blame the political party. You can't blame, the idea of me saying my stuff about ideology and possibly pushing an ideology. You know what I mean? That's stupid. That's one of the stupidest arguments ever. Take my name. Take my name. I'll give you 100. Mark Kearney is my president. Nice. Take my name. I'll give you 100. What up? Take my name. Okay, Jesus. What are we talking about? I am leader of my baseball team. Hell yeah, I love that. See ya. It's basically like a butterfly effect. If one person doesn't vote because you don't think their vote matters, it's probably going to not matter. But if a lot of people have the ideology, it can matter. Like I said, if everyone has the ideology, then yes, it'd be an issue. But I'm not concerned because we've had the most people voted in the USA that we've ever had voted ever in the world. So I'm not concerned that people are going to switch that ideology. But if they do, then so be it. The political party didn't do a good enough job to say, vote for us or don't vote at all. Like, there's people out here that's like, I'm not going to vote, but if I were to vote, I'd vote Republican. There's people out here that's like, I'm not going to vote, but if I were to vote, I'd vote liberal. And it's up to the political party's jobs, like everything else, to skew the people that are on the fence about it. Not only just on Republican or liberal side, or Republican Democrat side, but also on voting or not voting side. And it's up to those parties to be able to convince those people that don't want to vote that it's important to vote. And if they're unable to convince them, then the party fucked up, and that's part of the game. That's their fault. But the idea of putting it on anyone that, like, in public that says it's illogical to vote, to me, is insanity. Insanity. Like, the idea that I'm causing any issues by not voting is, to me, like a psychopath type of logical state or type of logic. To think that someone saying the ideology of not voting could convince so many people not to vote, where the president could be skewed on people's thoughts, bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. We're fucking Americans, bro. These people's egos are way too high to ever actually think like me. You know what I mean? Like, that's the truth. Americans' egos are way too high to think that their vote actually doesn't matter. So that's the thing. I'm confident enough that the American people, 90% of them, will be so stupid and so egotistical to think that their vote matters that'll never happen. I'm confident enough to say that. They're fucking stupid. I take name. Take my name. I think you're educated. Oh, thank you. What would you do if someone hated you? What do you mean, what would I do? I'd do the same thing I'm doing right now. You don't think people out here hate me, bro? Come on. I'm a very hateable person. Think about my statements. I say statements, and I don't really apologize for them. I'm pretty unapologetic about my statements. That a lot of people don't like that. I know for a fact there's people out there that hate me. 1,000%. How could you not? Like, if you're insecure, inadequate in life, there could be a chance you hate me, because there's a chance you could be motivated by me, but there's also a chance you could hate me because you're just like, you see someone doing something that you kind of want but you don't have, it's going to annoy you. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that hate me, and I got to do the same thing. Work harder. Haters are my motivators at the end of the day. Yes, political party's job to make people vote. Yes. Name car for edit. Bro, Lamborghini. Now it's morning Belgium. Okay, I'm going to school. Nice. Ah, man. I need to work on my organization. I have no organization. I think that's my biggest issue, is I'm so sporadic. And another thing, too, that really, I've started to figure out why my brain gets so, I figured out why my brain gets so, impatient. I figured it out. And honestly, it's pretty sad why my brain gets so impatient. Yeah, I understand though. You're saying everyone likes to vote normal, but only one person chooses not to vote. It's not gonna affect the results. Yeah. So here's what I noticed about the past couple days. I am I'm addicted to like quick hits of dopamine. Now, I'm not really describing scrolling though or like video games. I'm talking more like posting a YouTube short and getting a lot of views really quickly. Talking more about getting sun for like 20, 30 minutes and then resting. You know what I mean? Like I unfortunately this past couple years have formed my life in a way where I'm so addicted to that high heavy hit of whatever that thing is, and then I kind of like ride it out and then wait for the next heavy hit of whatever that is. But the issue is I have to say this. I'm sorry, I have to say it. My brain can't I don't even know how to describe this without like my brain is so like concerned about being relaxed that it's like I'm almost on like a ticking time bomb where it's like I need to put in all this work because the second I'm done with work, I'm going to throw it all out the window and just relax. And once I'm relaxed, there's no going back. So it's almost like this deep hole, and it's like that's why I'm so impatient with things, because I'm like worried that the second like I say, okay, I'm done, I did my work for the day, and I go to relaxing, I go to this hole. I go to this hole of relaxation where I cannot, like, it's almost hard to get out, and there's no like possible way. And I know the relaxation's coming. So while I'm working, I'm motivated to work from the relaxation reward. But the issue with that is that I'm just constantly not going for the correct dopamine, and it really makes me impatient. It really, really makes me impatient and like want things really, really quickly, because I'm like, if I don't get this right now, then I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose the thought. I'm going to lose the momentum. And once I lose the momentum, I'm screwed. I think a big issue with me is I'm so afraid of losing momentum, but I lose momentum so quickly whenever I relax. And I need to relax. Obviously, we're humans. We need to relax. So I choose the relaxation. I choose the whatever the addiction is. And because I chose that relaxing addiction, I'm less patient, because now that the relaxing addiction is going on, now I'm in it. Now I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. Good. Fine. Perfect. Chill. Like my brain's off. But that's the issue, is my brain is off and it won't go back on until like 2-3 hours once the relaxation is over. And at that point, I'm like, I don't have the same fire or motivation or even momentum. Like, I just lost the momentum. And so then at that point, I feel like I need to get the momentum back. So then I'm in a rush to get the momentum back because I feel like I lost it. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, like I have it. I have the momentum. And it's like, okay, I'll keep going. But then the relaxation, I want the relaxation now because I got the momentum. And then I hit the relaxation and boom, instantly. Instantly. Like, okay, done. So that's why I'm in such a rush, because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to go into my relaxation phase, and I want to make sure I get as much work done before I get into that phase. That's an issue. That's the issue for me, because then it makes me so concerned about getting work done very quickly instead of doing it efficiently, and thinking that I'm basically on a time crunch every single time, because it's like the second that I'm done, I'm like, okay, relax, relax. And even right now, even this very live right now that we're talking about, I'm in a mindset right now where I feel like I want to do all these different things before I relax, because once I relax, I'm done. So I would end the live right now if I knew that I could do another live 20, 30 minutes from now. But the truth is, I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if the second I turn off this live and go back to relaxing, I'll get back to it. Who knows? You guys might not see me for the rest of the day. And that's a scary thought, because my brain is so one or the other. So if I'm in work, I'm in work. I'm working. But if I'm in relaxation, I'm in relaxation. I'm relaxing. So it's very hard to navigate both those things. And it's been tough. It's been really, really tough. It's been a big realization of mine, though, is that I'm so addicted to these quick hits that, and it goes with everything. That's the issue. It goes with everything. So, like, say I'm in a state of mind where I'm trying to relax and stuff, or like trying to not relax, but I guess like not go for the quick hits so easily, it affects my workouts. Like, if I don't go for the easy dopamine wins when I'm working out, I don't feel the workout. I don't feel like I want more or need more because I'm not going off of those high dopamine hits. You know what I mean? It's very, very interesting. I don't know why. Put on a t-shirt? No. It's way too hot. All my videos don't have t-shirts. I don't wear t-shirts. Get closer to God. Pff, I'm okay. But yeah, so I need to navigate how to basically not focus on the big quick hits so much. How to focus on getting dopamine from the long-term goals. And I need to work on doing work that produces zero instant results. So I think a great example of this is the short form to long form content. I could post 5 YouTube shorts in a day. Very quick, very easy, use CapCut. But the truth is those are little quick dopamine hits. Boom, 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 boom. 1K, 1K views, 1K views. And I could spend like 3 days editing a video and it gets only 86 views. And it's like, well, reward ratio there is horrible. But the truth is, if I kept on editing videos, I kept on getting better at making long form videos, they would get more out there and they would get more traction and then they would actually get better and I'd actually get better at doing them. So for me, and the issue is I'm such a stimulation addict. At the end of the day, I think it's genetic. I mean, my mom is, my brother is, like, we're all stimulation addicts. It is what it is. And I just think the only way to kind of navigate that is to kind of slow down the stimulation, not make it such heavy hits, and also kind of go for more long-term stimulation. Like the business aspect, like, actually setting up the program, making sure the program works well. I think the biggest issue with my business approach right now is I'm so content oriented, I'm so motivation oriented, I'm so driven on the idea of putting out value that I've really left very little concern for the actual big part of it, which is the client part, the coach catalyst part, the actual program, the nutrition side of it, the, workout side of it, like what like the workouts are going to look like, all those different things. I don't get caught up. I I go against those things. I need to do more of them. Like, I literally got a comment the other day on my YouTube, some guy being like, "Bro, post a workout video." And I was like, "Why haven't I done that yet? Like, in what world have I not done a workout video? I'm literally a personal coach. I have all these videos of me flexing, talking about gym and working out. How have I not posted a workout video yet?" It really bothered me because he wanted to see it based off my physique. So it bothered me because it knew I'm basically giving a free platter right here of free, content. And literally, like, just seeing my physique, asking what workouts, like, that's what a coach is supposed to get. So the fact that I don't capitalize on that and make a workout video like right then and there bothers me. And the reason I don't is because I'm so addicted to the quick hits, and I know making a workout video would not be a quick hit. It would take a while. I'd have to make the video, edit, all that different stuff. And I'd want to make it quicker, and that's the most annoying part. So yeah, you'll be okay. Your business will be just fine. You work out. Oh yeah. Uh, What was that noise? It sounded like my gate was opening. Uh, are you a coach? Yeah, I'm a coach. I'm a personal trainer. I'm an online fitness coach. So basically, I help men in their 20s boost testosterone naturally. That's basically what I do. That's my thing. I help, with motivation and relationships and depression, anxiety. That's kind of like a side advice I kind of give on these lives. But my specific um um my specific helping is testosterone optimization. Like, it's really good, though. Like, some people need to be fit, no offense. I mean, I won't take it that offensively. That's my entire philosophy, is that, yes, some people need to be fit, but the truth is, everybody needs to be bettering themselves physically. That's kind of my mindset on that. So that's why I'm kind of a coach, because I'm not the one to look at someone that's overweight and be like, you're lazy. I'm one to look at someone that's overweight and be like, I think you've been a little tricked by a system, and now I need to help you navigate the system in a better way. Because I notice a lot of overweight people, they're super passionate in things. Not all of them, but some of them. And I'm just like, I'm not going to lie. If you transferred this passion that you have for this video game or this sports team or this, alcoholic beverage or whatever, if you transfer this to actually lifting weights, you would be in shape. And so it doesn't really bother me if someone's overweight and they're super lazy and have no passion or fire, because it's like, I don't even know where you'd find your passion or fire. But when someone's overweight but they still have that passion, that fire, I'm like, why not use it? Why not use it to your advantage at the end of the day? Why use it for something that's not going to help you? I never understood that. I never understood people that had anger issues that didn't go to the gym. I can't put those two together. How do you have anger issues but you don't go to the gym? Like, how are you going to let all that out? Like, you're a dude. Like, you need to go to the gym. How are you going to let out the anger? Like, in what world are you going to let out the anger? So, yeah. And so, like, when I, like, see, like, fat people, or not, I'm not going to say fat, overweight people in, like, a rage state, I'm like, bro, work out. Like, you're pissed off because you're fat. Good. Work out. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, turn the fuel in the fire. Like, if you're bothered about something, you should definitely change it. True. Hello. What up? Hey, it's my sister's birthday. She loves your content. Can you give her a name? Shout out. Dixie. That was a good one. It was the first one I've seen of that. Yesterday I rode my bike like a mile because I was bored. Good stuff. Y'all, I want to tell y'all something about boredom. In fact, I might make a boredom stream. So boredom isn't a thing. If you're bored, it means you're not doing enough. I don't think I've been bored in like 2-3 years, because the truth is, if you're bored, you're not tired enough from doing the things you're doing, or you're not you don't have enough stuff to do. Anyone that's bored that hasn't worked out in that day, what are you doing? Like, if you're bored and you haven't touched weights, if you haven't done push-ups, if you haven't physically gotten active and you're bored, do weights. Go to the gym. Boom. That's the first thing you should do to get over your boredom. Anyone that's bored that's not going to the gym, what are you doing? Anyone that has anger issues that's not going to the gym, anyone that has anger issues and boredom combined that doesn't go to the gym is a psychopath. You are a psychopath. You are hurting yourself. You are suppressing your brain, and it's unhealthy. I don't know what I would do if I didn't go to the gym and I just had to let all my anger issues just be angry and all my boredom just be bored. I don't know what I would do. So if you're ever bored, that shouldn't be a thing. Like, I know as a kid, sometimes you're like, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. Weights, gym, and then if the gym didn't make you tired enough, side hustle, make money. How do I make money online? Simple as that. You will not be bored if you're going in the gym and you're making money. You will not be bored. You will not. There's zero chance you'll be bored if you're in the gym making money. I can't picture it. I can't picture the idea of someone in the gym making money being bored. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Road to 2K subs. I mean, we're 39 subscribers away. It's funny because when we got, like, all those subscribers, because you gotta remember, like, I was streaming a lot and I got hella subscribers. But so many subscribers at once. So it took away a bunch, because when you get a lot of subscribers, people like to unsubscribe because either, you get caught up in a whatever the situation is, you get unsubscribed. So I was at like 1,900 and I was like, I'm gonna get to 2,000 soon. And then I go next like week and I realize I've lost like 50, 60 subscribers just from people that subscribe and unsubscribe, because you get so many subscribers. And so now it's took a little bit to actually boost my subscribers, but we finally have, and we're not in the process of losing them because we haven't gotten so many so far. which is a good and bad thing. But overall, I wanted to hit 2,000 tonight. And, I mean, we could if we really put in some work, if we really made this stream, like if everyone in the stream called up all their people and said, watch this stream, let's get this stream to 2,000 subscribers, then maybe we can get it by the end of the night. But that would need 2 hours of hard work by me, by everyone. I would need to start posting it. Everyone would need to start hopping in the live. Everyone would need to join. Everyone would need to subscribe. Everyone would need to tell other people. They would need to stay in the lives. They would need to make other accounts staying in the lives, all that different stuff. And, you know, I'm not really one to kind of take those things too far, because at the end of the day, like what are we really doing trying, like, yes, I'm goal oriented and I am number oriented, which is an issue in and of itself, because the issue is being number oriented could cause you to do things that are not really aligning with your values. For example, I'll make, you know, this video or this live and Ask Me Anything road to 2K subs. Would I rather make it a video talking about, you know, helping out with people's depression and anxiety? Of course. But I know that's not going to get as many views or as many clicks. And I want as many clicks and views as possible so that I can grow my viral content. So then when people that actually resonate with my stuff, they have an opportunity to look at it because I have more views and videos. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people get caught up in the wrong thing. Some people are like too much of the viral mindset. Some people are too much in like the, well, you just want to make sure your fans like you mindset. Well, it's like you're not going to get more fans if you're not viral. So you have to do both. Are you drunk? No, but I am tired. I am very, very, very tired, which sucks because I swear to God, every single time I do these lives, I get so tired. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I get so tired. I don't know if it's because I talk too much. I don't know if it's because I'm out here just like I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I just get really, really tired. I need to sleep. That's what everyone says. So what everyone says is I need to sleep. But sometimes I feel like, I don't know, I sleep too much. Sometimes I'm like, I don't. I don't know. Thank you guys for the subscribers, by the way. It's actually going up a little bit. That's good. So now we're at 1,962. So 38 more subscribers. I mean, the odds of us getting 38 more subscribers, I'm sorry, it's low. It's very, very low. And I'm not going to sit here and lie about something like that. I'm addicted to the truth, you know? So here's what I say we do. Here's what I say the move is, okay? I say we end it here. And I don't know, some of y'all are probably like, no, don't. The truth is, none of y'all are like that. There's only 3 people in here. So no. We're going to end it here. Will I pick it up later tonight? Maybe. Probably not, though, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow I'm just going to work out and probably try to film it and do a live. So honestly, the move is just work hard, win at life, and get 2,000 subscribers by tomorrow. That's the truth. Because at the end of the day, yes, I'm goal-oriented. Yes, but also goal-oriented also means navigating what you choose to do well and what you choose to, you know, kind of take a step back on. And my opinion is that I believe if I can rest, get good sleep, and go hard tomorrow, I will actually be a better asset to myself or future self than me trying to pursue this goal, use way more energy, get bad sleep, and then have a not great day tomorrow because I used way too much energy. So I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all got some good insight in there. I know I definitely enjoyed answering some of y'all's questions, so good stuff. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next one. Any comments or anything, write in the comment section or Instagram DM or whatever. But other than that, peace out, y'all. See you in the next one.